Good day, loves. Today we're gonna do a review of Grynner 2016. Turn up the speaker, turn the volume to all. Tell them play a Soca song to remind me when I was small. I so hype about this song. I love Grynner. I love Grynner. He's one of the classic Calypsonians. The mighty Grynner. Mightiest of the mighty. Gabby is, oh Lord. Gabby is the mightiest of the mighty. I love Gabby more than. Gabby is B, basically. This song is a great song. I was looking for something to review and I wasn't really feeling any of this stuff that was coming out. I know that's a norm, you know, you usually get like the bigger tunes and stuff going forward. But when I heard this song, I was like, yes, Grynner, yes. It just sounds so fresh, and it's not that it is fresh, it's that it is familiar. It's a sound that was left behind in, say, like the 90s, the early 90s. So the chorus that I was singing it earlier, the hook, is really catchy, and it's not the normal type of today's catchy where it's like hand up, hand up, hand up, hand up, speak up. It's a really sweet melody, a really calypso kind of strong hook line, and it was produced by the Red Boys, who are amazing, as you may know, and they have a real knack for doing that kind of old style sounding things, like this song, Big People Party, Bam Bam. If you stush, go in the bush. Another big tune. Them is just mad big tune. Enough props to y'all though. Enough props to Grynner. Enough props to the Red Boys. Wasn't sure who wrote it, if Grynner wrote it or if someone else wrote it, but just respect to everybody that was a part of this production, because you know, you really made me happy and you reminded me of when I was small, and I had an amazing childhood, to be honest. And thanks, man. So this song just got me to thinking of, you know, songs that really reminded me of my youth and of those golden years, which I wish I could recapture, of just being totally happy and nothing to worry about. So in no particular order, I'll tell you the 5 songs that remind me most of my childhood as a bacchanal baby, literally. Song 1. Jump and Wave. Listen, I have a confession to make. I was in love with John King. I was in love with John King. Like, I love John King. Even anything that this man say, I was just on it. It was like, oh my god, John King. It was so serious. When I used to see him like backstage at Tent, I used to like run to him and he would come and play with me, and I was in love. I was in love. And then at some point in time, this man got married, and I was like, how could you? I don't know what I expected, but you know, it was similar to how when Usher got married too. I was just like, what do you mean married? What? What? But I don't know. I mean, I want to get married still. So Jump and Wave was my jam. I used to get on bad to Jump and Wave. And then there was a coming down, coming down, Soca Army by Spice and Company. No, my parents love Spice and Company. They still do, and I still do, and I go to their like revival events and stuff, and it's awesome. But John King was singing with them, and he sang this song, Soca Army. So you know, I was about that life. And clearly I had very good musical taste from the time I was a child, because I just like these things because I just like them. But now that I'm grown, I realize that Spice is an amazing band. Their melodies, their compositions, the structure of their songs, bar none, amazing, like phenomenal. Nobody else was doing what Spice was doing with it. Nobody is doing it now, because now you don't even have bands. You know, it's a different kind of song when you have a band playing from when you just do something in your studio or you just playing it on a track. You know, when you arrange for a band, amazing things can happen. I come in now. I had on a green. It was my first kadooment, my first kiddies kadooment, and I was like 3, and I was a sugar cane, a green sugar cane. And I remember when the song came on, my parents recorded me, and I still have the clip. I don't know if I'll be able to get it, obviously, because it's probably on like tape. Remember those video cassettes? It's probably on one of those. But I was cute as hell. I just did it. I don't know how I get this way. So like most people with Saints, I've been a Marshall fan. I can't remember anyway. I've been a Marshall fan from the time I was a little tot. A little. I'm still a little, but I was a little. And I remember Footsteps was a big tune. And you know, like as a child, obviously you're gonna gravitate to that song because it's telling you about, you know, stomping and footsteps and things that you could do. A remix. Y'all probably know it too. Every step you take, you make the whole world shake. For goodness sake, got to stop with
2,000 years later.
Every step you take, you make the whole world shake. For goodness sake, stop getting rich. I start eating.
Few inches later.
Every step you take, you make the whole world shake. For goodness sake, you're over it. I start eating food. That's it. I thought that was the funniest thing when I was a child, and I remember singing it under the pissy willow tree. I have these strange, you know how people say that they don't remember things like beyond a certain age? I have strange like memories or flashbacks of particular things. Like I just remember that particular day under the pissy willow tree, and I was like in infants A or B, and it was lit for a song, Peace Sign by Edwin and Krosfyah. This song is so much fire. Krosfyah. It shaped the way that soca is performed today. It was just magnificent, and Peace Sign was a huge hit. This song was huge, and I always remember a year at the gymnasium, and it probably was the first year that back in our time went to the gymnasium, and that was a big thing because it was like, yeah, we made it. And I remember climbing on the sound booth to see Edwin because I couldn't see, and I was like, Mommy, I can't see. I don't know why I was at the back of the gymnasium while Edwin was about to perform. Obviously not the greatest moment. I was a child, I probably had to go to the bathroom or some foolishness, but I just climbed on top of the sound booth because I couldn't see, because everyone's hand was in the air. Everyone had at the peace sign, and everyone was just going crazy. And I just remember thinking that I just looked at Edwin like he was just like a monster in a good way. It's just a monster performer. When I tell you, he put down this song, and then he won, obviously, Party Money and Road March, because you know every year he used to win back then. So except for my next song, which I didn't even have on this list. Raggamuffin was a staple in every young girl's childhood. I do not care who you are. If you're around my age, like in your 20s, Raggamuffin was your song. Raggamuffin was everybody's jam, and it was just like, you know, a huge female artist, and they are representing for all of us. It really made me believe like I can do this, I can be strong, I can do these same things, because you don't really see a lot, even today, you don't really see a lot of female soca artists really like just killing it. And I just want big up to all of them that doing it now. St. Allison's still doing it, Destra doing it, Fan doing it, Nikita, I love off Nikita. See Nikita, watch her. And Raggamuffin was, I keep saying lit, but all of these songs just lit. Like lit is the word that really describes the feeling. And it had the whole, like the kick back, and it was just perfect. I used to tell people that Alison Hayes was my family, like my aunt or something, or my cousin, I can't remember what I used to say, and that she taught me to walk up. And then like people used to ask me to teach them to walk up. Really and truly, my cousin Leslie taught me to work out, and Alison Hines is not family to me. However, I do know her, and she's actually a really nice person. And my father made me really shame a time in Yes FM. How do I remember these things? In Yes FM, and told Alison that I used to tell people that she was family to me, and then she laughed at me. I remember that so clearly. I'm like, how my father could betray me like that. Last but certainly not least, Last Saturday Night by Mad. Garrett Lewis is an amazing writer, one of the best that the Caribbean has to offer, and he also taught me a lot, you know, in terms of developing my writing style and so on. Forever. Thanks, Uncle Eric. And he's also like the funniest person ever, by the way, just by the way. Like, y'all think that you know that he is funny. Y'all, when I see nothing. When Mad performed last Saturday night, it was a whole theatrical performance. And if you've ever been to Bacchanal Time, you would know that that's how they do their things. They don't just come, sing the song, go ahead. The song is about a young guy, 15 years old, who lived a gangster life, went partying with his friends and his girlfriend, who was 13. You know, just basically about young people who thought that they were grown. Went to the party, got in a fight, and then it ended really badly and they died. Yeah, they died. It was like one of the first times that I heard something so crude or real in a soca song as well, or a calypso song. It was just so real. And it would have the whole thing being acted out on stage. And at the end, the Grim Reaper would come to the crowd. And the Grim Reaper was my dad, granted. And I was terrified. I was so scared every single night. I have missed one Bacchanal Time show in my whole life. Like, legit, in my whole life. And I used to be scared every night that the Grim Reaper come out. I don't know how I do it. I do not know. I know it was my father. He used to take off the mask at the end and be like, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a 20-minute intermission. Get your drinks ready. But I knew this was going to happen and I was so scared. I feel as though I've exposed too much. I need to go. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'm going to link all of these songs in the description box so that you could go listen to them, relive those golden years, relive your childhood, and if you weren't a child, you were a little older, relive whatever age you were at. And if you never heard the songs, go and take a listen to them, because these are all really, really great songs that really made an impact on how soca music is sung and performed today. Listen to Grynner, support local. It's crop over. You know what time it is? Bacchanal time. Crop over time, Bacchanal time. Like, share, subscribe.